Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health, and coaching related paradigm. We try to do that as often as we can, usually multiple times per week. We try to do that for your listening pleasure, and we try to do that in a way that's going to make sense to you, and so hopefully that is helpful for your benefit. In any event, if you're looking for ways to kind of heal yourself, get healing mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever have you, would love to be of assistance to you in that way. Please feel free to reach out at your earliest convenience in one of two ways: at PO Perception on Twitter or in the About Me section of this YouTube page. You are going to get in contact with me or a member of my team, and then we can certainly try to be helpful to you. And so, if you're a healer, that means you're a person who is committed to the wellness, holistic or otherwise, of other people. And so, many people are healers and they don't know it, or many people are have been placed in a position where life has put them through trauma, therefore they can help others heal because they've been there. And one of the most important things to realize when you're a healer is that you don't necessarily have to have every kind of idea, every basic focus, but it's valuable and it's useful and it's good to see the realities of kind of moving forward in that way, um, in a way that makes sense, in a way that connects you in a manner that's positive, productive, meaningful, and all of that good stuff. In any way, uh, you know, it's it's uh, it's it's a good idea. Um, Finding a way to see yourself as different, but different not being bad, is important. When you begin to understand that there is value in how you begin to understand your own connective to stepping forward, to getting into a place that matters, to making decisions that are healthy, that are smart, that are useful, that are good, that lead you forward in a way that can matter, that leads you forward in a way that would be useful, beneficial, and all that good stuff, it can be super valuable. But also beginning to understand the value to seeing yourself as different, and different being a good thing versus different being a negative. Most people think of different and they're trying to conform, but the reality is there is no complete normalcy. So being different is kind of part of the human experience anyway. In any event, the next thing that makes that you might be a healer is if you feel like an old soul, you feel like you've been through life before, you feel like you may have knowledge or kind of a figured out piece to what makes the world tick, what makes life worth living, what pitfalls people fall into. Um, and also, if you've overcome your own mind, so whether it be mental illness, whether it be negative thinking, whether it be anxiety, panic, frustration, you may be a healer because when you begin to understand how to heal yourself, then healing others becomes easier and simpler. Now, healing doesn't mean you take responsibility for their complete mindset or their responsibilities in life. Instead, you can view yourself as a healer if you can shift a person to having a viewpoint or a perception um, that's valuable. Understanding that you are a person who can take kind of a new view on everything and kind of move yourself forward. Um, it's it's valuable, and also when you see your ability to, in an impartial way, move other people forward, then you may be valuable in the healing model of things. When you're always asking questions about why in a universal sense. So, why are we here? What's the meaning of life? Why do people hurt each other so much? When you're asking why based questions and you're flexible with your answers, both to others and to yourself, you're a healer. Being a healer, either in the mental health community, spiritual health community, whatever form, distance healing, ancient arts, both of the Eastern and Western world. Being a healer of any form requires you to be flexible. And I think true healers understand that there is no such thing as a single way to get anywhere, but the more flexible we are, the more we understand that people can heal. So that's valuable in and of itself. The next thing to consider is if you tend to be creative. So being a healer means being a solution-minded person. Solutions require creativity. So the more creative you are with how you look at the world and how you continue, to move forward. Um, when you look at not repeating the same thoughts or the same ideas or trying to fit everyone into the same box, you're actually a better healer because you begin to understand the value in making people feel unique and helping people to feel like their problem or challenge is unique but not out of reach for help. The willingness to serve. Um, the willingness to serve is another part of being a healer. Look, life is no longer about you, it's about making a difference. And that doesn't mean you can't have preferences or things that you enjoy. It also doesn't mean that you want healing to dominate you to the point where you lose your self identity. But whenever you feel strong enough to, you're out there attempting to heal again because you realize that we come from a broken world or a separated world. I say separated because the truth is we are all meant to be unified. We're all part of one race and trying to figure life out. But we often separate because we think we are separate. The next is if you tend to be a loner, if you tend to need time alone to reflect and think about ways to make the world a better place, you may be towards the healing run of things. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.